Hey everyone, my name's Tim Sears, and I've been doing audio and visual design for probably about 20 years. Why haven't you heard of me? Is because it's been a hobby. I've been doing it as a hobby. That's why you haven't heard of me. Anyway, so like I said, I've been doing audio design and putting audio to video for going on 20 years now. Has it been the entire 20 years? Like I've been going to work every day, like an 8 hour job? And doing audio every day, 8 hours a day for 20 years. No, and nobody is like that. Like you could have somebody in the industry that says they've got 20 years of experience, and while they have 20 years of experience, it's not like that. Anyway, I digress. My experience goes all the way back to Microsoft Movie Magic, and like back in the 90s. I've been messing with video and audio, and like I said, I've been doing this as a hobby. I've been teaching myself. I'm very proficient in DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, Premiere Pro is a great program if you have the money, but I never had the money for the Adobe Suite, so I always used what was free. And DaVinci Resolve has always had my back on any project. Like 6K resolution export is not really a necessity in what I mainly do, which is social media. So the free version has always been more than enough. And editing on any platform is the same no matter what you do. You're making a cut and you're organizing the story. It doesn't matter what software you're using. Yeah, the flow and the work progress is different, and the way they're worded, things may be changing. I mean, our instructor told us that already, but it's very. I've got experience with Final Cut Pro. I've done what is it? The Movie Maker, DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, and what I mostly use for a lot of my stuff is actually CapCut, if you could believe it. And there's there's actually a lot to CapCut. I know I know that Full Sail University, my experience thus far, is they don't particularly like the social media aspect of filmmaking, but it is very prevalent. Anyway, CapCut is a very powerful mobile film editor. I've edited over 200 minutes down to a half hour long form vlog on CapCut. Like it's like don't count it out just because it's a mobile app. Anyway, I digress again. So I have tons of experience, but that experience does not come with the professional label in front of it. So, you know how much it counts for while looking for a professional job? Nada, nada, nada. So, my experience goes all the way back to the 90s. So, why haven't I pursued it? I'm 36 years old now. Why am I just now coming into the industry as a student? Why, Tim? Why? Why indeed? Well, the thing is, I did 4 years in the Marine Corps when I was younger. I did from '07 to 11. I did one tour to Iraq in '09. I hurt my back, got put on opioids, got dependent on the opioids. They sent me to Wounded Warrior Battalion. In Wounded Warrior Battalion, they offered a film program. Awesome program, learned a lot. They focused on Final Cut Pro, and so that's where I got my first forte into the professional realm of video editors at the time. They didn't teach us Avid. I don't think I've ever really used Avid, if I'm being honest. I'm sure I could pick it up. Anyway, so the people running that course actually embezzled a whole bunch of money from the Marine Corps and ended up not giving us the equipment that they promised us to further a career in entertainment. So yeah, that kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, if I'm being honest, and I kind of didn't want anything to do with the entertainment industry after that. I got out of the Marine Corps and I went to work in security. I did security for a little bit, then I hopped into the factory work, And after factory, I started school. I did factory for a while. And then 2020 came along and I got onto TikTok. I love TikTok. I've got about almost 26,000 followers on TikTok. I've done over 3,000 videos and I have millions of views. So, are all of those videos needing professional sound design added? No, they're not. But a few of them, quite a few of them, I did my own sound design for. As for sound in movies, sound is absolutely very important, super important. In fact, I listen to music and build video around a piece of music that I listen to. I've got a subscription to Artlist and I like to go through, listen to like sad, emotional music and try to build a scene around all of that. I know, I'm emo. I'm sorry. Not sorry. So, one film that absolutely encompasses sound design would have to be Jurassic Park. Like, I think most people agree with me. If you took the sound design out of Jurassic Park, you wouldn't have a movie, since most of the stuff is digitized and recorded. What was the T Rex? It was a whale and somebody hitting a large cable and like a bunch of other things. And they mixed it all together to get that T-Rex roar. And I found that absolutely interesting when I was old enough to realize that a T-Rex wasn't really on the set roaring at people. Like I saw Jurassic Park in theaters. That's how old I am. But not only did the sound effects play a crucial role in letting you know anything about the dinosaurs, the music that went with it, the eerie low thrums of the string instruments and the big brass section. It was a great soundtrack, guys. It was a great soundtrack. So, as for silence in film, silence can be a very powerful thing. What is it? There Will Be Blood. The end of There Will Be Blood, when he's kind of offing the guy on the bowling alley. There is little to no sound accompaniment to that scene. If anything, there's just a low undertone, almost a room tone, like a low bass chord. I think, if anything. I think silence is used best when doing any kind of unsavory act. It's almost as if you can't get away from it. It draws the audience into it and it forces you to experience the visceral nature of the moment. It makes the moment the star of the scene. You can't escape into the music to get away. It forces you to watch. And I think when silence is employed that way, it's very powerful. Don't overdo it because then you'll just have no music in your film. Like there's a balance there. You got to have a balance. Anyway, yeah. So that's me. I hope you all have a really good term this month. I hope you do well, and I hope to see you all out there. Bye.